Hello, everyone, and welcome to HackerTV, our in house podcast for Rajasthan's biggest hackathon, AceHack. And this year, as you all know, we are bringing the fourth edition of AceHack 4.0. And इस बार हमारा theme है cyberpunk, and I want to tell you a very special news that is on very popular demand. We have reopened the registrations for AceHack 4.0. तो इस बार ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिस ना करके जल्दी से जल्दी अपनी टीम को रजिस्टर करवा दीजिए ASAC 4.0 के लिए. And friends, if you have any questions regarding our registration process or anything regarding ASAC, so please join our Discord server and raise a ticket there. Our team will get back to you and solve your problem as soon as possible. And don't forget to follow us on social media as well, so that you don't miss out on anything for this amazing 24-hour hackathon experience, where you'll not only code and build but also innovate, elevate, and transform your levels to the next year. I'm your host Biraj, and this is the 22nd episode of Hacker TV. Our guest today is a computer software engineer who has been a part of Maestro's Infotech as an intern, Mr. Rumman Parvez. Hi, Ruman.
Hi, Biraj.
Hi, Ruman. How are you doing?
Fine, I'm fine and happy to be on Hacker TV.
It's great to have you too. So let's get things started. So to kick things off, can you just introduce yourself and tell us what really inspired you to dive into artificial intelligence and machine learning?
So, myself, Rumman Parvez, an AI/ML enthusiast and a ML learner. So, actually, in 2022, when we get admitted into colleges, so that time a chat bot came, which is known as Chat GPT,
Right.
and that sparks me how it can possible कि वो हमें कुछ भी हम लोग अगर टाइप कर रहे हैं तो it generates the answer according to us कि हाँ he means the chatbot knows how to give response according to the particular question and how to so that passion for data driven intelligence कि हम data को दे रहे हैं and we
Yeah.
get the intelligence according to that computer, so
Yeah.
that generates a spark on me. So I converted my specialization into artificial intelligence and machine learning. So it interests me in smart applications such as brain tumor detection and many application based on this machine learning.
Right, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a great story, and I hope आपको जिस तरह से इन एस्पेक्ट से इंस्पिरेशन दी बाकी लोगों को भी देती रहे. So that's great. Now, I want to know कि you've had some experience and you've been working on brain tumor detection, right? So how
Yeah.
does your AI model, you know, uh, work exactly for your brain tumor detection?
Actually, I have created a model on brain tumor detection. It was typically not a machine learning model, it was a deep learning model. So
Okay.
it uses CNN, convolutional neural networks, to analyze the MRI scans and tumor detection with high accuracy. So uh, one of the major जो प्रॉब्लम मुझे अकर हुई वो था डेटा कि
Right.
from where I will get the data according to the obviously brain tumors we will not get on Kaggle and all. So
Yeah.
I went through many applications like Hugging Faces and all. So there I got the data from about brain tumor. So in that I implemented image augmentation, the rotation and
Yeah.
resizing and the color and all, and I used transfer learning in that. So with minimal data it gives me higher accuracy.
Right.
So that was my main point for that brain tumor detection project, and it helps in early detection for better treatment and planning, so that a person knows कि हाँ मुझे अगर brain tumor के कुछ symptoms हो रहे हैं, so that model will at least it gives according to me it gives 89% accuracy. So at least the person should know, he or she, that he is suffering from one disease which is a brain tumor, and so that was the project.
राइट आपका आइडिया एक्चुअली काफ़ी पसंद आया मुझे एंड आई रियली you know enjoyed hearing about it from you. Now आपके आपने जो AI मॉडल बिल्ड किया है अपना, तो can you break it down for us, like can you break down the AI model that you have created behind this project?
behind the brain tumor detection.
Yeah.
So I used CNN convolutional neural networks. It uses the images of the brain tumor. I pointed out the transfer learning. I use transfer learning for the data which is in image format, to learn from that ki how does that tumor increases day by day, and it affects our lives, and what are the symptoms we are getting from that
Right.
initially to the end.
Yeah.
So that was the model basically.
हाँ, and I'm sure कि आपके इस पूरे जर्नी में, while you were making your AI model, you've had multiple breakthroughs and also a lot of hurdles. So how, I want to know something specific कि how did you leverage AI for text extraction in your OCR based project?
Yeah, in OCR based project, actually I used Queen 2 VL model,
Right.
which is a Alibaba's chatbot.
Right.
Like ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI, and
Yeah.
Queen 2 VL model is open source, which is owned by Alibaba.
Okay.
So I used its Bialdi model and GOT model for the OCR. So what it does is, if we write something in Hindi, and it from its learning, it can convert that our written text into the textual form, and convert it into the uh, means text के form में वो उसको convert कर देगा. So that was the main OCR application.
Right, and
It
that's a
was
very
also
interesting application. Huh.
yeah, it was also a deep learning keyword search and text understanding.
Right. राइट
Yeah.
एंड काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग है आपका एआई मॉडल जो आपने बिल्ड किया। तो एआई मॉडल जब हम लोग कोई कोई भी डेवलप कर रहा होता है, बी इट एन इंडिविजुअल, बी इट एन एंटरप्राइज, तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप इन माइंड कि द एआई developer is responsible enough to make such an AI model which you know won't go won't do anything unethical, right? So
Yeah.
how did what are your thoughts on this subject ki responsible AI development, especially when it comes to the sector of healthcare, जिसके जो कि बेसिकली आपका प्रोजेक्ट है, इट्स अ हेल्थ केयर प्रोजेक्ट, राइट? तो
Yeah.
उस सिचुएशन में हेल्थ केयर में जब बात आती है, तो चीज़ें और थोड़ा सीरियसली लेना चालू करते हैं लोग, एंड इट इज़ basically kind of a sensitive area for development, because you can't do
Yeah.
anything that will be unethical in healthcare. So what are your thoughts on responsible AI development?
So it must be fair and unbiased. All
Yeah, of
models
course.
are AI models are crucial, because if we go to healthcare, we cannot use biased and biased in the sense ki I have trained the model according to the ages under 60, and I have testing the
Yeah.
model on the patients above 60. So
Mm.
that will be a little bit scary for the patients. Uh,
Yeah.
it was not to be used with them. And AI should assist the doctors, not convert, not replace them. So
Yeah,
that was my
exactly.
point कि AI को मतलब हमें assist कराने के लिए ही रखना चाहिए, not replacing,
हाँ,
because if a problem or error occurs, so that will be uh, problematic for the human life. So
of course.
that is, and the third point is patient की privacy और data security, जो
Yeah.
हमारी priority होनी चाहिए कि sometimes that some data should be crucial for us, that should not be means उसको बाहर out होना ठीक नहीं है, for that privacy matters.
Yeah. Now आपका जो ये प्रोजेक्ट है, that is it is a real world project, right? It
Yeah.
has scope for massive real world applications, and I'm
Yeah.
sure while you were integrating AI into your project, you've had some problems, right? Any, be it initially, be it right now, be it in the future. So what challenges did you face or are you facing currently while integrating AI into such a real world application?
So the challenges which I got is data quality
Right.
and bias AI effect performance key. It should not be biased and the quality of the data should be good, so that it
Yeah.
must not occur in overfitting or underfitting, like the data is too short or too much, so that it should not train. And the second problem is high computational cost for model training, कि हमें जो प्रोसेसर है जो हमें वो है, क्योंकि ट्रेनिंग के लिए ऑब्वियसली वी नीड मोर मच high end processor and all.
Yeah.
So that should be my concern. And debugging AI, जो है हम लोग जो AI को debug करते हैं complex
Yeah.
problems के लिए, so वो ट्रेडिशनल कोडिंग के लिए जो है वो थोड़ा सा टफ हो ट्रेडिशनल कोडिंग से टफ हो जाता है, बिकॉज इन कॉलेजेस वी यूज टू लर्न अबाउट ट्रेडिशनल प्रोग्रामिंग एंड ऑल,
Yeah.
because AI and all is limited to our colleges at present. So that
Yeah.
is what was my concern is, and the
Right.
challenges I got.
या ऑफ कोर्स नाउ आपने एआई को इंटीग्रेट किया अपने प्रोजेक्ट में एंड आई थिंक इन टुडेज टेक वर्ल्ड एवरीवन इज ट्राइंग टू डू दैट जिस भी टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ लोग डेवलप कर रहे हैं बिल्ड कर रहे हैं अपना प्रोजेक्ट एट सम पॉइंट everyone wants to integrate AI into their project and
Yeah.
AI has huge applications AI ML it has huge applications right तो मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि एआई और एमएल का जो फ्यूचर है उस फ्यूचर में आपको कौन सी ऐसी चीज है जो सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग लग रही है अभी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से लाइक हाउ एक्साइटेड आर यू टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द फ्यूचर एआई एमएल?
सो जनरेटिव एआई जो है वो एप्लीकेशंस को क्रिएटिव बना पा रहा है, जैसे हम
यस
लोग जेन एआई का आजकल देख रहे हैं कि वी हैव सीन दैट our model is now working for image data and voice data, NLP came,
या
and many
या
other came. So generative AI is the boom for AI ML industries. And edge AI जो है आपका real time smart solutions के लिए and all. So which actually edge AI works on latency को वो reduce करता है और efficiency बढ़ाता है थोड़ी. So that was also a major which I am excited about. And
राइट
AI जो है अभी हेल्थ केयर के लिए एंड डायग्नोसिस के लिए जो ट्रीटमेंट के लिए वो हो रहा है, जो कि बहुत इम्प्रूव कर रहा है अभी एट प्रेजेंट. वी हैव सीन कि मतलब एआई मॉडल्स आ गए हैं जिससे कि हम लोग बिना डॉक्टर के यहाँ जाए अपना प्रिडिक्ट कर पाते हैं कि व्हाट वाज द प्रॉब्लम आई एम सफरिंग फ्रॉम, देन वी कैन गो टू डॉक्टर्स. सो इट विल बी हेल्पफुल इन आवर जो है, जैसे हम लोग अगर बहुत बिजी हैं तो हम लोग खुद को डायग्नोस कर पाते हैं कि हाँ, इफ़ आई एम सफरिंग फ्रॉम सम इन्फ्लुएंजा और समथिंग, सो then only I went to doctors and all. So that will be the point.
या या दैट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट एंड now we discussed AI, we discussed your project. Now let's move on to hackathons. You've been a part of multiple hackathons, right? So
Yeah.
I want to know ki, how do you approach the part of problem solving in a hackathon?
So problem solving is if I am talking about AceHack 3. So what was the point is ki we got the problem statement. So we have divided the problem statements, like we got I think 20 problem statements. We divided the five statements to each one of our team member to analyze how we can build that model, build the project accordingly. So
Right.
in our team, basically we have from backend from AIML and all. We are not from Web3, so we have shortlisted five projects from that topic, and then we choose one. So that we have choose one topic which is uh, means which is easily implemented, and उसका जो MVP या बिजनेस मॉडल है,
Yeah.
हम लोगों को वो भी कैलकुलेट करना पड़ता है कि हमारा बिजनेस मॉडल दैट इट शुड नॉट बी इन ऑलरेडी इन द मार्केट,
Yeah.
बिकॉज अगर हमें मार्केट में स्टैंड करना है, सो वी हैव मस्ट हैव गुड means good presence in the market. So we have defined our MVP and the business model. So we have choose one project. So accordingly, and we have to think according to the user's perspective, that if I will be using that project, so how, if any consequences I can feel. So that accordingly we have worked on the project. We all four members did our best for that.
Right, of course. Now, आप जब कोई hackathon में जाते हैं, तो I'm sure you have a certain mindset and a certain, strategies plan. So,
Yeah.
what are your top strategies or hacks, whatever you call it, for succeeding in a hackathon?
So फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू मेक इट सिंपल कि हमें पहले तो एक रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम को हमें चूज करना है, एंड वी
Yeah,
हैव टू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग फॉर इट कि हम
yeah,
लोग इसमें और क्या चीज़ ऐड कर सकते हैं, एंड व्हाट वी कैन, अगर हम लोग अभी इन 24 आवर्स और इन 48 आवर्स इफ़ वी कांट ऐड ऑल्सो, सो व्हाट, हम लोग आगे चल के उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें ऐड कर सकते हैं, एंड व्हाट आर आवर प्लान्स एंड ऑल.
yeah,
एंड देन वी यूज टू डिवाइड आवर वर्क्स. जैसे कि हम लोग सब लोग डीएसए जानते ही हैं, वी आर ऑल इंजीनियर्स. सो डीएसए में भी डिवाइड एंड कॉन्कर का अप्रोच होता है. सो
yeah,
in hackathons also, for winning, we have to use that approach. We have to divide that work ki, like I am doing some AIML task, and someone is for front end, and someone is for back end for data integration and all. And one more, the person is used for the presentation,
huh,
because that pitch should be कि मतलब हाँ, it should look like कि हाँ what we have did, and what if we have did a project very cool, but we can't explain to it someone. So that would be a problematic situation. तो presentation भी एक point होना चाहिए जो कि winning strategies को matter करता है.
हाँ, of course, and presentation is very important क्योंकि मेंटर्स प्रेजेंटेशन को बहुत सीरियसली जज करते हैं, जैसा मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में मैंने देखा है. नाउ,
Yeah.
hackathon में when you take part, every hackathon has a time crunch, be it 24 hours, be it 36, be it 48. So it's very important to, uh, for you to keep in mind कि we are in a time crunch and we as a team have to be our most efficient and effective selves, right? So how do
Yeah.
you manage time and teamwork effectively in a 24 to 48-hour hackathon?
So I am taking the with respect to AceHack 3. So we have two mentoring rounds in between. So
Yeah,
हमने उसके हिसाब से we have to prioritize our tasks.
yeah,
कि हमें अगर फर्स्ट mentoring round हो रहा है कि, so हमें we have to prepare a prototype model to at least show to our mentors and take some more, उनसे हम लोग थोड़ा सा guidance ले सकें कि हाँ what we can also have it in this project. So
right,
that should be and set milestones also कि हमें दूसरे mentoring round तक इस particular task को जो वो बोल के गए हैं या जो भी हमारे mentors का वो था, so we should complete. क्योंकि ASAC में we won, I think we won because of that only. जैसा कि वो बोल के गए थे कि आप हमारा फ्रंट एंड या जो भी है वो कंप्लीट करके रखिए इन टुमारोज मींस मेंटरिंग राउंड, आपको ये चीज़ कंप्लीट करके रखनी है. सो वी डिड दैट,
yeah,
स्टेइंग ऑल नाइट. एंड क्लियर कम्युनिकेशन होना चाहिए, टीम वर्क होना चाहिए. हम लोगों को कोई भी बीच में वो नहीं होना चाहिए कि हाँ, इफ़ ऑल द 3 members आर means agreeing and one member is disagreeing, so we should
yeah,
not do that. Every member should agree, and we should communicate with each other efficiently and all. So और बीच बीच में short breaks तो चाहिए ही होते हैं, क्योंकि
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
थोड़ा सा, like in ASAC also we did a 15 minutes breakout, and we went to see the campus and all. So
Yeah.
that was the point. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a very good strategy and very good advice in general for upcoming participants for the hackathon.
Yeah.
Um, I want to know कि आपके hackathon experience में which has been the most challenging and also the most rewarding hackathon you've ever been to?
So the most challenging hackathon, actually that was my first hackathon.
Okay.
I was in first year, I know, and I went to MNIT Jaipur.
Right.
uh, that was actually I have attended 2 to 3 hackathons in Jaipur only, so including
Okay.
AceHack 3. So we went there. So I was in first year and I saw many of the people using Web3 and AI and all. I have knowledge but of AI, but not that much that I should create a project that will satisfy the mentors and the judges, and we get won. And so that was my most challenging hackathon. I survived for 23 hours कि कैसे करें कुछ तो करना है. I asked
Yeah.
to the colleagues there, some other teams कि कैसे आप थोड़ा सा हमें गाइड करिए, या mentoring round के टाइम पे हमें थोड़ा सा गाइडेंस दीजिए या कुछ. And my second hackathon was in Indore. That was Hack Hive. So I
Right.
attended that, and that gives me the motivation to win a hackathon.
Right.
And the third hackathon was ASAC 3, and we won. Our team won.
Yeah.
So that was the point. Yeah.
Right. That's great. नाउ हैकाथॉन्स में आजकल तो ये बहुत दिखने को मिलता है कि कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट कोई भी टीम डेवलप कर रही होती है, दे दे ऑलवेज ट्राई टू इंटीग्रेट AI and ML in some way or other into their project, to really make them stand out in the crowd, right? तो ऐसा काफी सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स में दिखने को मिलता है आजकल, बिकॉज दिस इज ऑल द बज, AI and ML are the
AI
buzz
and ML.
in the tech world these days. So
Yeah.
how do you approach incorporating AI and ML into hackathon projects to really make them stand out, but जहाँ पे बहुत सारा time constraint भी होता है? How do you do that?
सो बेसिकली हमें एआई, जब हम एआई एमएल को इंटीग्रेट करते हैं, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी यूज टू हैव कि हम उसका फ्रंट एंड या उसका वर्किंग मॉडल बना पाएंगे या नहीं.
Yeah.
बिकॉज क्रिएटिंग अ एआई मॉडल इज नॉट दैट मच, बट हमें उसकी एक्यूरेसी को मेंटेन करना पड़ता है. इफ
Yeah.
अ एआई मॉडल इज गिविंग अ एक्यूरेसी ऑफ 65 or 68, दैट was not a means you achieved something. That was not like that. So
Yeah.
it should be at least 98 to 99, or above 85. So that would be a good part. And then we should create a front end for it. That should also be attractive and easy to use. To मतलब यूजर के यूसेज के लिए वो फ्रंट एंड इजी होना चाहिए.
Yeah.
इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक कि यूजर को कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं मिल रहा है, या कुछ प्रिडिक्ट करना है तो कोई ही और शी इज नॉट able to go to some option, or some particular feature is not working in that, so we have to look for it. So
Right, of course. So now you have worked with Google's ML team, right?
yeah.
So I'm sure it must have been very rewarding for you and just a very good experience. While it also had its struggles and hurdles, I'm sure it was very rewarding for you. So what was your biggest learning from working with Google's ML team?
So actually, my biggest learning from that is ki how to integrate the AI ML model with front end, because that
Right.
was the major task. We
Yeah.
can create models, we can create front end, but we cannot. The main typical task was to bridge the gap between them. जो गैप आता है कि हम उसको इंटीग्रेट करना है. सो दैट आई लर्न फ्रॉम गूगल्स टीम. वी हैव क्रिएटेड अ project regarding the object detection. So we have created one application based on Flutter,
Yeah.
and integrating it with AIML model, so that it can learn ki, if I am searching for a ball, so it can detect that it is a ball, and all,
Right.
like Google Lens.
Yeah, that's a great area to do work on, and I'm sure Google के साथ काम करने का experience must have been very rewarding for you. Now hackathons में आपका काफी experience रह चुका है, and you've also mentored hackathons, right? Like Girl
Yeah.
Script. So how has mentoring at hackathons uh, you know evolved or changed your AIML journey?
So, mentoring a hackathons is like for me learning from the other people, because
Yeah.
younger minds have more better approach from us.
Yeah.
क्योंकि हम लोग भी बाकी चीज़ों के साथ-साथ कभी-कभार नहीं कर पाते हैं, एंड द यंगर पीपल फ्रॉम अस, दे नो हाउ टू डील विद सम ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स एंड ऑल। मेंटरिंग इन द सेंस कि हमने जाके कह दिया कि हाँ, यू शुड इंटीग्रेट दिस एंड यू शुड इंटीग्रेट दिस फीचर एंड ऑल, बट integrating that feature is a really tough task for them too.
Yeah.
सो दैट आई लर्न फ्रॉम देम कि हाँ, कैसे उसको इंटीग्रेट करना है, या कैसे क्या-क्या तुमने फीचर्स वो किए हैं, एंड व्हाट वाज़ योर अप्रोच फॉर द दैट पर्टिकुलर,
Yeah.
एंड ऑल्सो बीइंग अ मेंटर आई हेल्प देम ऑल्सो कि what should be the approach for you to do this and that tasks.
Right. And I'm sure mentoring must been a different kind of experience for you. तो मैं आपसे एक चीज जानना चाहता हूँ जो कि है when you go for a mentoring session, when you go to review someone's project, what mindset do you have? Like what exactly it is that you are looking for in a project?
Yeah, so basically, if we are talking about a AI/ML project, so we look for the accuracy and all. And if
Yeah.
we look for the project related to full stack and something, so we look for the its backend features
Yeah.
एंड फ्रंट एंड टू, कि भले ही आपका फ्रंट एंड थोड़ा सा लैग कर रहा है, बट बैक एंड शुड बी द मोस्ट इवेल्युएटेड पार्ट, कि आपने बैक एंड में क्या क्या फीचर्स डाले हैं, हाउ द डेटा इज
Yeah.
फेचिंग एंड हाउ द डेटा इज इंटरप्रेटिंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट एंड. So that was the major part we look.
Right. And coming to a different point, you have also been a part of an organizing team for a hackathon, right? AmiHacks 2024.
Yeah.
So, as a part of the organizing team for a hackathon, I want to ask you this question: Ki, what was the biggest challenge that you faced while you were organizing AmiHacks?
So the biggest challenge we faced in MEX was getting sponsorships.
Right.
Means we are getting sponsorships, but yeah, at some extent we have to have some more good sponsorships.
Yeah.
I contacted Sahitya Roy bhaiya for that, who is also in Ryzen and a part of
Yeah.
AceHack.
Yeah. He
So
was
I
actually the
con
lead organizer of AceHack 3.0.
yeah,
So a shout out to him.
so yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I contacted him. I met him also 2 3 times. I- Recently, he did one event in Delhi. That
Yes.
is Rise and X Core DAO.
Yeah.
So that was a Web3 meetup. So I attended that and meet there, and we used to have a chit chat. So that was a major part. But unfortunately, that time Sahitya Roy Bhaiya and all is busy in ASAC 3.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit problematic situation in that, and the other thing we encountered with the college people कि हमें ये चाहिए या हमें वो चाहिए. So
Yeah.
college also have restrictions. They need to have मतलब ऊपर से उनको from bigger people उनको permissions चाहिए कि हाँ,
हाँ.
हमें ये lab allot करनी है या हमें ये चीज़ allot करनी है. So that was also a major part.
Yeah, doing that is no easy job, of course. I know that firsthand. Now, finally, I would like to ask you one last question. So, it's related to hackathons, of course.
Yeah.
Hackathon mein, it's very important to keep in mind that building your project is not the only thing you go to a hackathon for. Hackathon mein, you also need to do a lot of other things, a lot of other activities that help you build connection for your future, right? So
Yeah.
मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ कि what is your advice to all the participants who are going to come for ASAC 4.0 कि that you know an advice that would help them take the full vibe of the hackathon and they can enjoy every part of the hackathon that we have planned.
सो आई वुड एडवाइज देम कि एक्चुअली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि हमें कनेक्शंस बनाने पड़ेंगे.
Yeah.
वी शुड टॉक टू अदर पीपल, अदर टीम्स की व्हाट वाज योर प्रोजेक्ट एंड हाउ यू आर बिल्डिंग इट. सो हमें उनके माइंडसेट से भी थोड़ा सा पता चलेगा कि हाँ, इफ दे आर डूइंग समथिंग गुड, सो we have met them, and we can also try after the hackathons and all. and we should have some good approach for the projects also, कि हमें कोई भी ऐसा जो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है वो चूज नहीं करना है कि हम ने चूज तो कर लिया एंड दैट वाज अ गुड प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट बट वी कांट
Yeah,
वी आर नॉट एबल टू क्रिएट इट.
yeah,
सो एंड ऑल्सो कोई छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता, कि अगर हमें सेकेंड ईयर का कोई चीज़ सेकेंड ईयर का कोई पर्सन है और एंड आई एम अ थर्ड ईयर पर्सन, अगर मुझे कोई चीज़ नहीं आ रही है तो मैं उससे पूछ सकता हूँ या वो मुझसे कंसल्ट कर सकता है. सो दैट वाज अ पार्ट कि मुझे ये नहीं करना है कि आई वाज अ थर्ड ईयर पर्सन, व्हाई शुड आई गो टू हिम एंड लर्न समथिंग
yeah.
फ्रॉम हिम. So we should work mutually and have connections, and जब हम साथ में work करेंगे तब then only we can work for. So teamwork is very necessary in that.
Yeah, that was a great piece of advice. And thank you so much for joining with us today and sharing your wonderful insights with us. I'm sure
Yeah,
our participants are going to put all of it into the 24-hour hackathon. And I hope you had a good time talking to us, because it was a wonderful experience having you on Hacker TV.
yeah, yeah. So we will also met there. We
Yeah,
are trying to come in ASAC 4 also, and we
yeah.
will met the new participants as well. So that will be a great
Yeah,
meetup.
of course. We're very excited to host all of you. And thank you, everyone, for watching this episode of Hacker TV. We'll see you on the next episode. Until then, stay tuned and stay connected. Bye.
Thank you.